My name is Dr. Carl Marcy, founder and CEO of Innerscope Research, where we focus on understanding unconscious emotional responses to media and marketing messages. The number of media screens available to us is growing every day, and it is important for advertisers to pursue the ultimate screen, the human brain. I am not talking about the logical and analytic brain that most people think of. I am referring to its far more influential sibling, the emotional brain. We recently conducted a breakthrough study with NCM Media Networks to quantify the magic of movies by measuring the emotional impact of advertising within First Look. Cinema is one of today's most immersive media experiences, and we have consistently found that immersive experiences drive higher emotional engagement, a state that carries over to the brands featured during that experience. Interscope collaborated with NCM to compare the emotional engagement in two audiences. The first watch ads embedded within the First Look pre-show in a cinema environment. The second watched the same ads within a popular network sitcom in a home viewing environment. For the study, we used a biometric belt that measures changes in 4 channels of biologically based information, including heart rate, skin sweat, breathing, and motion. These 4 signals are combined for each individual and then aggregated across the participants to derive levels of emotional engagement during the experience. And this includes the ad exposure for each audience segment. Here's an example of what the emotional engagement for an audience looks like. The white line represents the moment-to-moment levels of emotional engagement of the audience watching the ad in the home TV environment. The blue line is the emotional engagement levels of the audience watching the ad within the First Look pre-show. The dotted line across the middle represents neutral engagement. Generally speaking, above the line is engaged and below the line the audience is disengaged. Notice that the blue line stays well above the neutral line for most of the ad, whereas the white line had 4 steep dips below, which in most real-life settings would result in ad avoidance like channel changing or fast forwarding. Importantly, at the final branding moment of the ad, the First Look blue line sits at its apex. The highest point of emotional engagement hits when the brand is on screen. This is important because emotions tag information for relevance, and what could be more important than the brand featured in the ad? The heightened state of emotional engagement in the immersive cinema environment had a noticeable effect on the audience's unconscious emotional responses. This effect was to both the advertising and the programming. I see this as scientific evidence for the magic of movies. We found that the emotional experience of cinema going is powerful and involves more than just the sheer size of the screen. As one of the most immersive media platforms today, the cinema experience showcases brands and resonates with audiences who are creating their very own movie-going memories.